I'm Chandler, joined along by Ryan and Amir here, as we are going to talk about who we think is going to win MVP for each of the two leagues in the MLB. Ryan, you want to go first?
I'll go for AL, and I'm going to have to go with Shohei Ohtani. Not just a generation player, but a lifetime player. You just don't get players that can hit many home runs and also have a really good ERA. I mean, now pitchers don't even hit anymore with the universal designated hitter rule. So, Ohtani should win MVP. He's really impressive. I'd be surprised if he didn't. And as for the NL MVP, I would say the rookies are stepping up. I say if one of them doesn't win Rookie of the Year, the other could potentially win MVP. So I'm going to say that Corbin Carroll is going to win NL MVP just because speed is really top factor, and MLB The Show 23, 99 speed. He can also throw the ball really, really well, and I think Corbin Carroll will be your NL MVP.
All right, how about you, Amir?
I think for the AL, I'm also going to have to take Shohei because he's just hitting at the top level and he's also pitching at the top level. And he would probably win for just as hitting or just as pitching, but since he's doing both, I think he can definitely win MVP and maybe even Cy Young. For the NL, I feel like so far there's not someone who really stands out to me as an MVP yet, so I think I'm going to have to wait till the rest of the...
Oh, and looks like we have some breaking news here. Pete Alonso and Francisco Lindor traded to the Oakland Athletics for 3 AAA prospects to be named later. As a Mets fan, how do you feel about
I
this?
think this is the worst trade they could have made since Lindor and Alonso are leading the team in home runs, and without them, the team's going to crumble, and they've already started to fail.
Yeah.
They've already crumbled, kind of.
Yeah. The Mets were 3.5 games out of first place, start of June. The end of June, they were 18.5 games out of first. Now you lose Pete Alonso, who can really swing the bat well, or he has swung the bat well. Then Francisco Lindor, longtime veteran, played in the 2016 World Series as a Cleveland Indian. So, I mean, if you want to have a chance to at least try to do better at the Mets, if you're the Mets, you can't give away Lindor and Alonso, then your team is gone.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Kind of adding on to that thought, why would you do this? These are the 2 stars of your team. These are the 2 players that you've trusted to carry your franchise into winning the World Series, basically. But now we have more breaking news in the MLB world on this trade deadline. Tatis and Juan Soto now traded to the Oakland Athletics for 4 AAA prospects. I mean, the Oakland Athletics have turned from the laughingstock into like one of
that can actually
an
kinda
all-star.
compete. Yeah.
I don't know if this will be too late for them to turn it around and make it a playoff caliber season, but they could easily make it a very respectable season that they could build off of going into 2024 season.
Yeah.
I think the only issue with this, though, is that the A's, I don't think that John Fisher is willing to spend the money, and he's probably just going to try and trade them again later, because he does not seem like the type of guy who's going to pay, like, almost $500 million plus just for all these players.
He needs to move the team right now to Vegas. Why do I say that? Because where do teams make their revenue? From the fans. Because the fans will come out, attend your games, you get the profits. The A's are not getting fans. So how do they get money? They spend it all on players. They have to pay the announcers. How do they get money?
Here's a question for you guys. Do you think this will draw more fans to Oakland, and do you think this will fill fans of the Bay with more excitement and bring them back to the ballpark?
TV ratings will go up, but I don't think fans will go to the stadium because it's been rated as one of the worst stadiums in America. Oakland, Alameda County Coliseum.
Whatever it's named.
Yeah, now it's Rickey Henderson Field, and who cares? So, yeah, TV ratings will go up.
Oh, now we have more breaking news. The MLB is going crazy today. This Spencer Strider, Kyle Wright, and Sean Murphy sent from Atlanta to Oakland as a trend for Manny Perez, Seth Brown, and 3 AA prospects along with cash considerations. I mean, the Athletics, they had the hitting in those 2 trades, but now they're getting the pitching, which is really like you could have an all-star team as positional players, but if you don't have that pitching, that's what could be the downfall of your team.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts for you guys?
I say the A's, even though they got all those star players, might be one of them too little, too late situations.
Well, I'm Chandler for Amir and Ryan. This is ESPN.